Hello and welcome to BeamNG.drive. Today I'm taking a look at the Ibishu BX Ute. Let's start by taking a look at the outside, and this is how it looks like. Completely different vehicle, but only from the rear and the side, because on the front it is the same base game vehicle. Now if you go and take a look at the rear a bit more, because it doesn't add only the bed, but also it changes the rear light setup, which is nice. I didn't think about it the first time, but if we take a look at the standard version of the vehicle, as you can see, the lights are completely different, and I think this is a nice touch. If we go back to the car, we can open the rear door, the rear boot. As you can see, this is the bed. In my opinion, the bed is not ideal for loading a lot of stuff because of these structural parts. I don't know why. They are here, but they are quite annoying because it limits the width of the load you can have, because if there weren't these parts, quite a big more stuff could have been fit in this bed. But anyway, it is what it is. I also like the rear glass. I don't know why. I like it. Maybe it's because it is slightly inclined. I don't know. I like it. But if you go on the inside, it is the same exact vehicle. In fact, let me reset the camera and go on the standard vehicle. You can see exact same vehicle. And also the power is the same. The thing that changes is the weight. For example, the Ute weighs 1 ton and 264, and the standard weighs 5 kilograms more, which is nice, because if we go and highlight the nodes, as you can see, it is a proper cut, a well done cut. It isn't just invisible nodes, it's missing, so a good work has been done here, in my opinion. Now let's go for a little drive, but it isn't impressive because it is the same exact vehicle as the base game. It also has the same powertrain setup, so if a base game version is a rear-wheel drive, also the Ute is a rear-wheel drive, so it is just an aesthetical change for most of the configuration. So the driving capabilities are untouched, because also the weight is not that much different, it's just 5 kilograms, so it's not that much. So now I want to find a good spot to crash the bed, because that's the biggest part for this mod. Okay, I didn't check a route before starting, which is not ideal. Oh, the bus, stop! No! I handbraked in the other direction. But I can reverse into it quite fast, let's see. Reverse into it at 60 km per hour. Okay, big hit. Let's go a bit out of the way. And this is how it looks like. Damage is solid. Not impressive, but it is very good. Now let's reset and go for a bigger crash. Hopefully I will be able to find it, or I have another idea in case I can't succeed, because this is good speed, but there are only soft trees on the side of the road, so maybe. Oh, that one. Oh no, it's a barrier. Anyway, oh, that was a big letdown. Anyway, a house and a big lag for my PC. Ooh, okay, that was a better hit. And it is quite sturdy, because I was going very fast. It did bend. I bent the shape of the bed, but not that much. So it's a strong bed. It's a strong bed. That's probably why the weight doesn't change that much, even if you lose a lot of stuff. So a pretty solid job and a pretty solid bed for the BX Ute. Yes, of course, I was forgetting the name. This mod adds 30 configurations for this vehicle. Most of them are just a conversion of base game vehicles into the Ute variant. Let's take a look. For example, I was using the Diana base. It is automatic and manual, and then we also have the Ute base automatic and Ute base manual. So it doubles the base configurations up until the 200BX Type LS. And except the 240BX DX, all the base configurations have this Ute variant. So it's interesting. It also adds the Gavril Huntsman, which is weird because it is a Gavril vehicle under the Ibishu badge. It's a bit unusual to see. It's not the first time we have this this difference in badge, but it is the vehicle for the Australian market. It is only in right-hand drive, and it has a small difference in the grille and the engine. For example, the base engine is a V6, while the base engine for BX is a i4. So it has a bigger engine in stock configuration. Even the utility variant has this engine. And it's nice because there are some variants for this Huntsman. For example, the Huntsman V8, which is a very powerful vehicle. It is, again, automatic and manual, so most of the configurations are just automatic and manual. There is the Santa Shred Sled, which is a beast. It has a 650 horsepower and a Christmas tree in the bed. It's funny, and also decorations all around the body. There aren't any police configuration and no racing configurations apart the Huntsman Rally. So it's the only youth racing vehicle. It's a rally option. It also has a street tuned, which is not a race vehicle. It doesn't have slick tires, but a lot of power. And also, in case you are interested, there is a drift version. So it is mostly standard configurations. Some crazier, for example, the Shred Sled, but not too much for racing. And I think a big miss for this mod is that it doesn't have a derby configuration. It is not good. I'm sad about it. I was hoping for a derby configuration because I think it would look nice. But it is what it is, a good variety, some interesting configurations. And now also you can look at this is the only version with the bed cover, for example, if you're interested in it. There is also the option to have both the bed cover that it looks like wagon and also the flat cover that the Huntsman Street Tuned has. But I will look at that later in a moment. And now let's go and drive one of these Huntsman configuration. I'm at the automation test track, the handling circuit to be precise, to test the Huntsman Street Tuned, and this is how it looks like with the bed closed. It has a small spoiler both on the bed and also here, just out of the roof. And also the front, it has a small difference in grille, is a bit more vertical, and a small design change of the lights, but it's nothing drastic. This version has an interesting design. First of all, let's open the bed. So as you can see, it doesn't lift that much, but it's not necessary because this is a fast and street-tuned vehicle ideal for illegal racing, probably. But if you open it, you can see the battery is in the back. And then you say, why the battery is in the back? You go and open the hood, and this is what is under the hood. A huge engine, turbocharged huge engine. It's very big, there is no room for the battery, which is quite big as well. So that's the reason why the battery is in the back. Look at this big engine, it looks quite nice. And I'm here in the test, in the handling circuit, because it is a very powerful vehicle. As you can see, it's a rear-wheel drive, it's out with the rear almost at every corner, so I think it is a good test of the capabilities, for the capabilities of this track and mine, and that was not a very good showing, but I recovered it pretty easily. Also, with the minimap, it's a bit better to see where the track is going, and it's difficult nonetheless, because as you can see, I'm not very good, and it is, even if it has huge power only on the rear, sometimes it can be quite understeering, which is unexpected. Like for example, there I was understeering quite a lot, and the rear wasn't going where I wanted. So sometimes it is more planted than you want, but more often than not it is going out sideways of the corners. As you can see, it has a lot of power, the wheels are spinning even on straight parts of the track, so good chunk of power, because as you can see, 413 horsepower. The brakes, however, are not the best. I'm trying to do a sensible lap, but I'm bad. That's not good. So we can also see some damage on the new grille. I did smash the rear intentionally there, so I could cause some damage, not destroying the wheels, but just body damage. And as you can see, you have to be careful because you can spin quite easily. I'm spinning a lot more than a normal person would do because I can't drive, and I'm also concentrating on speaking, but it has a lot of power, and since the rear is quite light, you can lose control quite easily, so be careful. Also, the fact that it doesn't have slick tires, it's not the best. The traction is limited a bit because this is a road legal car, so I don't think it's legal to go around with slick tires, in my opinion. You should be able to handle the rain surface. So this was a lap with this Gavril Huntsman, which is quite powerful. I also really like these rims, are quite unique. So this is the damage on the front. Let's take a look at it, since I did destroy this car quite a bit. And it looks nice. There is some jiggling in this bumper. I don't know why, but it's something minor. And on the rear we have a big bump on this side and a broken taillight. And the rear, however, is quite strong. We saw that early with the crash on the house. It has a quite strong structure. So this is quite sturdy vehicle, however it is quite oversteering. Anyway, this was the Gavril Huntsman and also the Youth for version of the Diana and the BX, and now let's do some final crashes. And the chosen victim for the descent are two vehicles this time. We have the Shred Sled, the Christmas tree decorated car. As you can see, the Christmas tree, all the decoration along the body, which is interesting. Also, the damage paint on the rear fenders, it is quite interesting. I hope in the future we will see more vehicles spawning with damage paint in this with this kind of damage, not just wear of the weather. And then we have the version with the big bed cover. You can see I will try to open it. You have to open the window first, and then the standard door for the bed, and this is how it looks like. So these were other two setup for this car, and now let's smash both of them. Now, first this powerful beast with the Christmas tree. Let's... Oh, I lost control. Okay, the Christmas tree is quite tight and I lost it. Bye bye Christmas tree. And I'm on fire. Ooh, that's nice. That was a very big impact on the bed, so it's perfect to demonstrate that it is a very solid piece of bodywork. As you can see, it did cave in quite a lot, but it didn't reach the rear axle. So it is a strong bed, and now it's smashing once more on the side, and I'm stuck on a cube. Okay, nice. The driver is dead. Yes, it has a cube in his head. The damage is quite good, both on the front and on the rear. It is a very strong car. And now let's smash the other version. Let's see if the roof gets damaged and it can get smashed. Okay, maybe with this roll I can land on the roof. Oof! That was a complete destruction of the vehicle and also the driver. And I lost the bed cover, which is tumbling down way far behind me. And I'm spinning a lot, but it doesn't matter because the driver is completely dead and I'm on fire once again. So if you get it quite hard on the bed from the back, you risk the fuel tank to get broken. As you can see, it is a lot more damaged than the Shred Sled, especially on the driver's side, but the bed still in quite a good shape. Let's see the camera of the driver. Wow. It is completely upside down, so I completely broke even the camera, or the camera placement. So it is a sturdy vehicle, especially the bed, which is nice. It is modeled nice. It has a reason to be a heavy vehicle, even if you lost two doors, quite some glass. So it's nice. It's a nice mod. A lot of work went into it. I'm sad it misses two configurations that could have been a nice addition, a race version and a derby version, but it is what it is. Maybe they will get added, who knows. But I really like this mod. It is available, I'm sure, in the repository in-game, and I have to check if it's in the forum. I will put the link in the description in case. And I think that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.